Hi guys, my name is Rahul. You guys are watching Animanga Atlas. So guys, in today's video we are going to discuss about the top 10 strongest characters in the Hunter x Hunter verse. So guys, we can tell that Hunter x Hunter series is one of the most popular anime out there, one of the greatest animes of all time. So in that anime we are going to rank the top 10 strongest, which is going to be very tricky because the Hunter x Hunter verse is so interesting with its power setting, and we are going to not include manga characters like Serendich, the Kakin Prince, and Jing Freaks because we don't have much to talk about them being on the top 10 list, so that's why they are not included. So let's get started to the final list. At number 10, we have Silva Zoldyck, the head of the Zoldyck family. So Silva is an incredible Nen user, we can say. He's also the head of the Zoldyck family, as I said before. He even fought Crollo in the York New City arc, but his most impressive feat comes in the Chimera Ant arc where Silva decimated Cheetu with a single punch. So that proves how much strong Silva is. And when it comes to his Nen type, he's an emitter, so he's the second Nen type, and we can say. And when it comes to his Nen ability, we don't know what it is called, but we see he can throw two large balls of aura at his opponent. So he's like that is an emission attack. So Silva is at number 10. At number 9, we have Silva's father Zeno Zoldyck. So Zeno is also a very incredible Nen user, we can say, even more experienced than Silva, we can say. And even Netero seeked Zeno's help when came to the Chimera Ant arc, where he needed Zeno's help to separate the king from the royal guards. So that is how much Netero trusts in Zeno's ability. And when it comes to his Nen type, so Zeno is a transmuter type. So same as Killua, he is also a transmuter. He can transmute his aura, but he can also perform very efficient emitter attacks. He can transmute his aura into a dragon like structure, and it is called the dragon head. And another Nen ability is like dragon meteor shower, like that. At number 8, we have Hisoka. So Hisoka is one of the finest Nen users we see at the start of the series, we can say, who his main motive is to find stronger opponents and to get stronger. He is hell bound on fighting Crollo in the anime, as we can tell. So Hisoka is also very efficient. With a simple Nen ability, Hisoka can be very dangerous, we can say. Hisoka also comes under the transmuter category, same as Zeno and Killua. So, and when it comes to his Nen ability, he has two Nen abilities. One is Bungee Gum, where he can transmute his aura into a gum, and plus that acts also as a rubber. So, both the properties of a gum and a rubber are infused into that Nen ability. Second one is Texture Surprise, where he can change the text of whatever he is holding or whatever, and he can even cover his body with that texture surprise. So very two efficient Nen abilities that Hisoka has got there, we can tell. So he's a very efficient Nen user, we can also say. So I'm placing him at number 8. In the manga, he also fought Crollo, we can tell. Number 6, I got the leader of the Phantom Group, Crollo Lucifer. So Crollo is also an efficient Nen user, we can say, incredible, we can say. So he comes under the specialist category, which is one of the most rarest Nen types, we can tell, in the Hunter x Hunter verse, where among all the categories, specialist is the most rare one, we can say. And when it comes to his feat, so in this York New City arc, he fought two of these Zoldycks at the same time, 2v1, Zeno and Silva, which is a very incredible feat, we can say, for Crollo to handle them both. And when it comes to his Nen ability, Skill Hunter, it lets him steal other people's Nen ability, which is a very strong technique, we can say, Crollo has got there. So I have Crollo at number 6. And finally, we are entering the Royal Guards. At number 6, I have got Shai Poof. So Poof is one of the strongest characters we see in the Hunter x Hunter verse, we can say. Shai Poof comes under the manipulator category as prior to his personality, we can say. But I think he is the weakest of the three Royal Guards, we can tell. These three are very close in power, but I think Poof is the weakest. And when it comes to his Nen ability, there are two Nen abilities. One is Beelzebub, where he can split his body into millions of small body parts and small himself, like we can say he like clones, miniature clones we can say, that Poof splits himself into. So this is a very incredible and tricky ability we can say. And the other one is spiritual message, where he can read his opponent's thoughts and how they are feeling their emotions. So Poof can all read it, so you cannot hide from Poof, you can say. At number 5, we got Neferpito. So Neferpito is one of the first royal guards we see in the series, who is a very incredible Nen user. We can say she was born with Nen. We can say she is also a specialist, same like Crollo. So that puts her in a separate category of power. We can say as a specialist, and she also got incredible amounts of aura. And Kite could sense her from far away, her bloodlust. Then at the start of the chimera attack, so that is how much powerful she is. And her n is also incredible. She can cover vast amounts of uh, aura with that, with her aura. Even Netero said that he cannot beat her when he first saw her. And when it comes to her nen abilities, it is somewhat different, that she has only one combat related nen ability, which is Terispora, where she can control herself like a puppet. And the other ones are healing related, like Dr. Blythe and some other. So it is very interesting. Without offensive related nen ability also, she is this strong that she can rank in the top 5. At last, at number 4, we got Mentutu UP, the strongest of the Royal Guards, in my opinion. Many people put her down under Pito, but I think UP is stronger than Pito. As we can say, his role is like a shield to the king. So, and UP also comes under the transmuter category, and his nen ability is metamorphosis, where he can transform his body into anything he likes. Like we even saw in the anime how he transformed into centaur and all that stuff. So it is a very unique nen ability. We can say it perfect for UP. We can say, and he was the only royal guard who was born from the magical beast. So this ability also matches him like that. The other two were born from humans, but this guy was born from a magical beast. And he can also explode his body like a bomb. So that is also a very dangerous ability, we can say. He explodes 2 times like that. So that is also an incredible uh, nan ability that he got. Not a nan ability, but a part of his body, like where he can do the stuff like that. So he's at number 4 in my opinion. At number 3, starting our top 3 is Adult Gon. So this is a form of our main protagonist Gon Freaks, where he sacrifices his whole life energy for the power from which he can defeat Neferpito. We also see how he literally says that I don't care anymore, that I don't want any of this, just give me that all that power that he wants. And he decimated Pito like anything, like he toyed with her, we can say. He was even compared to Meruem. Pito says that his fangs can even reach Meruem, so that is an accomplishment in its own. And when it comes to his Nen type, obviously Gon is an enhancer category, and his Nen ability Jajanken, where he can, based on the rock paper scissors, where he can use scissor, rock, and paper like that with his aura. At number 2, we have the chairman of the Hunter Association, Isaac Netero, one of the most brilliant Nen users we see in the series from a human side's perspective, we can say. Even in his old age, he was one of the best Nen users we see in the series, we can tell. Where he was kidding that he was not at the top of the Nen users list, but still he is very proficient. In his prime, Netero was considered the strongest Nen user of his time, we can even tell. And we also see how his training went, how he trained in the mountains. Anybody other than Netero would have been decimated by Meruem at this second they would have faced him. Other than Adult Gon, I don't think so anybody can stand up to Meruem like Netero did. And when it comes to his Nen ability, 100 type Guanyan Bodhisattva, which is an incredible Nen ability, we can say, where it is out of his category. He is actually an enhancer, but his Nen ability is actually a conjuration ability, where he can conjure a Nen structure like that. It's a lot about his Nen mastery. At number one, we have got the king of the chimera ants, Meruem. So Meruem was born as the pinnacle of all living organisms in the world, we can tell. And Meruem's fight with with Netero also was so one of the most goated fights in the anime history, we can tell. Meruem versus Netero fight, and the best part about that is Meruem didn't even use his Hatsu. He fought with just his physical abilities and endurance and just basic Nen. He didn't even use his Hatsu. He didn't even develop his Hatsu. With his just his IQ and physical ability, he defeated Netero. If it wasn't for his poor man's Rose, Meruem would have easily won that fight, and he would have ruled over the world. So that's how incredible Meruem is. In just few days of his after he was born, he was matching Netero and he was even overwhelming him. And he was also handicapped because he didn't want to kill him because he wanted to know his name. So even though he was handicapped, Meruem managed to win that fight. So guys, that's it for today. If you like this list, please comment down and tell us your list also, your top 10 list of the strongest Hunter characters. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.